Hello, hey everybody, it's me. Hope you're all doing okay. I'm Alan behind Ichiban. Hope you're all doing well. Just thought I'd discuss a few things today, make sure you're all doing okay, and spread my thanks to you all. Thank you very much for coming, thank you all very much for being here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm sure you're from all over the world, so please feel free to say hi and say where you're from. It'd be very interesting to know. I'm Alan, obviously. I'm the person who started Ichiban 3.5 years ago now, very roughly. So yeah, I've been doing it every single day since then, which has taken quite a while. But yeah, every single day since then, so that's been quite a lot of fun. But please feel free to say hello and say where you're from in the chat. I'll reply to everybody who comments on there. I just wanted to say a few things today, but first thing first is thanks, really. Ichiban is doing incredibly well in the moment in time. In fact, I'll actually show you how well it's doing. This is my dashboard that I have for Ichiban itself. The page has just short of 76,000 followers at the moment. Post reach is well over 2 million people, so that's, I mean, it's pretty amazing in all fairness. So thanks for that. Thanks for sharing posts. Thanks for tagging people in things. Thanks for just, you know, everything that you guys are doing in terms of helping me. Thanks for engaging. So the next thing is the engagement in the posts. So just short of 300,000 engagements as well, which is just phenomenal for me. And in the last 4 weeks is over 3,000 new followers as well. So thanks to all the new guys as well. Hello to everyone who's been here for a while. But hello to the new people as well. Just quickly reply to some of the chats and see how you guys are doing. Hi Andrea, thanks very much for joining. Yeah, it's just a quick catch-up stream from me. I do these on a regular basis and I will be doing them on a much more regular basis in the near future. Hi Meg, hello. Hi from Indonesia. Hi Siska, hope you're doing well. Steve, how are you? Yes, I am going very soon to Japan and I'll be discussing that very shortly. That's very true though. Jennifer French, hello, how are you doing? Nice to see a fellow monkey streamer, but I hope you're doing well. You must be getting close as well, Jennifer. Isn't it June, July you guys are going? Meg, you're from Bangladesh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you very much. Andrea Formasi, Takeshi Kitano is the best. Well, it's up to you if you think so. And Bastian Mikura from Switzerland, very good. So speak German, presumably. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I do a little bit, so let's see how we go with that. But nice to meet you all. So let's just quickly recap, if that's okay. I'll just discuss a few things as well. Jennifer, July, amazing. And I believe you're meeting the ninja himself whilst you're there, so that sounds pretty cool. So quickly, a bit about me. I've been going to Japan on holiday for quite a few years now. The last time I went to Japan was 2019. I went there and left in June 2019. I left with every intention of going back in 2020, but as we all know, 2020 happened, and I've been waiting for Japan to reopen pretty much ever since 2020. And guess what? As we all know, hopefully we all know, Japan is actually now open again. Woohoo! Good times ahead. I can finally go back to Japan and, you know, visit all the temples that I like to go to. Go and buy some unique Japan like gifts and omiyage and things like this. Go and taste some genuine Japanese food, some drinks, some snacks. So nothing but good times ahead. Oh, Bastian, you do French, German, Italian, English, whatever. Nice. Well, hopefully my English is good enough for you. My Italian is very poor. French and German, not so bad. And Japanese, I'm getting there. Although my favourite saying is chottomate, because I just need a little bit more time. Anyway, so super looking forward to, I mean, I'm a massive Japanese fan, but I'm super looking forward to going back to Japan, of course. I'm trying out a new camera today as well, so sorry if it's a little bit odd or a little bit different, but I'm trying things out just to, you know, try and improve things on the stream and make things a little bit better for you guys. So hopefully it's going well. So again, Japan's open, so fantastic. There are a few problems though with Japan being open, and let's just quickly discuss them now. So at the moment in time, lots of other people have also been waiting to go back to Japan. Or a lot of people have also developed an interest in Japan over the last few years, and now they all want to go at once. So what that means is Japan is super crowded at the moment in time, or it seems to be at least, a bit of a gaijin fest. It's currently just starting Sakura season, depending on whereabouts you are in the island, of course. So again, completely crowded, so it's a crowded time of year no matter what. Due to the pandemic, there's less flights available to Japan than there has been before, so less available seats, and that in turn means airfare going to Japan is also incredibly expensive at the moment in time. In fact, let's just have a quick look at airfare. I just had a quick look myself. So these are economy seats from here in the UK to Japan. This is the current price for an individual seat with a decent amount of flight time. You can get it a little bit cheaper with a terrible amount of flight time, but still not a lot. So economy seats are £2,100 for a terrible flight time, which is $2,500 I think. Ones with a decent flight time, £2,700 each for economy, by the way, which is well over $3,000. So super expensive time to go to Japan at the moment in time. Maybe around Cherry Blossom it might not be as expensive, but still super expensive. If you got to Japan, there are again there are a lot of hotels in Tokyo, for example, but all those prices are also ridiculously high. This is a quick search I did today on some flights, and then there's additional search on hotel rooms. This is for 2 weeks, you can see the dates here on the left. 2 weeks in Sakura season. An Appa hotel, which is like the budget business hotel in Tokyo, is £4,000. So again, if I'm taking myself, my wife and my children, we're spending £10,000 or £11,000 on flights, and then a further £4,000 on some pretty budget accommodation, to be brutally honest, at the moment in time. So that looks like £15,000, which is $18,000 if not more, which is just not doable. I'm sure most of you agree that's way too expensive at the moment in time. So what that means I think is for a lot of us, it might be better to wait a while and let the dust settle. It might be better to let the hordes of visitors die down, the masses of visitors that they have, and let flight prices and in turn hotel prices reduce in value to the point in which they become like a viable option, because at the moment it's just way too much. So for the time being, for most people, that means no more you can't go to any temples, no more gifts, like I said, and definitely no more sweets and snacks, as we've said, which is the way it is. But there is something you can do. So what I want to do is just share something with you guys, if that's okay. This is going to be fun. I think I've got a desk cam, so let's try and figure this desk cam out. Here we go, desk cam. There we go, you should be able to see the desk now. Steve locked in good prices, well done Steve. It was the best thing to do, in brutally all fairness. I did the same thing, but we'll discuss that in a few minutes. So this is desk cam, you should be able to see, hello, desk cam. So, if you can't go to Japan, what I suggest doing is bringing Japan to you. Hi Craig, you okay? Hope you're doing well. If you can't go to Japan, let's bring Japan to you. So this is like a sponsored segment from the guys over at Tokyo Treat. As you know, each spring Sakura blossom here over in Japan, and they turn Japan into like a pink paradise. People all over the country pack bento lunch boxes and head to the local park or picnic under the cherry blossoms. Hanami is the name of the event, as you probably know. So the people at Tokyo Treats, I reached out to them and said, would it be okay if I shared your Tokyo Treats with the guys on stream? Because I don't know if you can see, in fact, let me just flick back to the other one. Quite a long time user of Tokyo Treat. When I've been missing Japan over these last 4 years, I've been using Tokyo Treat to effectively fuel my Japan addiction and have some nice Japanese sweets and snacks. Because we all, the food is one of the most interesting things, isn't it, about Japan anyway? Food is one of the things that we like. So why not try and bring those treats and snacks to our front door? So the kind people at Tokyo Treat sent me this box, and I thought I would just have a quick look through it with you guys, see what you thought on stream, see if we can see anything nice or anything Sakura flavoured. This is the Sakura Cherry Blossom box, so let me just try this out. This isn't my first time eating snacks on stream, so don't worry, I'm a seasoned snack eater. But yeah, wowzers. So, in fact, let me just flick this around so it's easier for us to see. I should be able to flick this around. And that means for you guys, things should be a little bit more legible. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully you can see this now. So, yeah, this is a Tokyo Treat box. Let's have a look. You got a nice booklet here, going through everything that's inside. All different, you know, people who receive the boxes. They have a monthly photo contest that you can enter, with some prizes, being these plates, etc., and a few free sweets and snacks as well. Runner-up prizes as well. Basically, this is a really good booklet which just describes everything that's in here, so you can't really get too lost. So I thought I'd just show you a few little bits of the treats that we have. See what you guys think. Straight away, peach Kit Kats. I don't know if anyone's ever tried peach Kit Kats before. Thanks very much, Ninja Monkey-san. Have you tried peach Kit Kats, Ninja Monkey-san? I don't know if you have. I think Japan has quite a big thing about peach things. It's quite a big thing in Japan. We have, me and my wife absolutely love a peach drink that you can buy in most vending machines in Japan called Fujiya Peach Nectar, which is just absolutely lovely. A lovely peach drink, so it should be a bit of fun. So let's try one of these. Gosh, there's loads inside. That'll be fun for the kids later on. Ninja Monkey doesn't like peach flavoured or peach smelling things, he only likes real peaches. Well, let's have a go at this peach thing here and let's have a see. Little mini Kit Kats though, Nathan. These must be pretty nice. Looks pretty nice to me. Let's have a quick see. Oh, it's pink as well. Very nice. Oh, I made some crumbs. I don't know if you guys can see that so well, or if you can. Hopefully you can. Little peach Kit Kat there. Oh, yeah. Or even on the other camera actually. But yeah, let's have a see. I mean, gosh, it certainly smells nice. It's not overly peachy, you know. It's actually quite nice. Sometimes I think, or quite often with these things, you can be really peachy with things. Yes, that's a little bit odd. Nathan, I sometimes get the notification issues that you just mentioned there. I get them for your stream, but that's because I have an account for Japan Ichiban, an account, my own personal account. So unless I'm logged in on the correct account at the right time, and I do flick between the two on YouTube, then it only gives me notifications for one of the accounts that I'm in. That may not be your issue, but it's certainly one of the issues that I have. Gosh, these smell absolutely divine. I'm not even saying that for the camera. Oh God, maybe we won't tell the children about these ones, and we may just share that between ourselves. I'm not a monster, don't worry guys. I'm gonna break it. Who actually bites straight into them? No one. Right, so let's have a go. Itadakimasu. Well, those are very nice. Absolutely love it. Wowzers, if anyone's going to Japan in the next few weeks or next few months, make sure you get some of these. Wow. Peach Kit Kats, guys. Would recommend. Gosh. Oh, I've got goosebumps. I'm so sad. Wowzers. Gosh, those are nice. Definitely recommend peach Kit Kats. We're immediately going to hide them in the drawers so the children will not find these. These are going to be dad's treats only. Oh, I made a mess, never mind. So those are a definite thing to choose. Gosh, 100%. Let's see what else we've got in here. Anything that we might want to just have a quick look through here. Kupi ramen. So Kupi ramen, just like tradition of Hanami picnics, these soft ramen candies have a long history. Let's try and find those then. Little squirrel. Oh my gosh. Oh, a little tiny cider. Look at that thing. Can you see this? This little tiny cider bottle. How cute's that? Maybe we should chill it though before drinking. Should be nice. But God, what a lovely little thing. Craig, you just asked a question there. When do I go to Japan? Very soon is the answer. Woohoo! I go to Japan on the 28th of this month, so 10 days from now. But I'm not counting that day, that's a travelling day, so my holiday starts on that day. Although I know I don't get to Japan till the next day, but whatevs. So yeah, 10 days, that's all it is. So not long at all. Myself, the wife and the children are unbelievably excited. Gosh, there's so many things in here. Here we go. Kupi ramen. Don't know if you can see that packet there. These look like nice little sweeties. Let's give these a try. They come in sweet and sour, mouth-watering assortment of orange, strawberry and lemon flavours. Ooh, let's give one a whirl. Let's see if they're any good or not. Nice little tiny sweetie there. Let's give one of these a whirl. Oh, nice. So those are oh, they can be a bit sour though. Wowzers. So those are like those, you know, those ramen bottles that you can get that are like these little ramen bottles that are just full of the small sweets instead. That's exactly what those are like. Gosh, those are quite nice as well though. So there's a bowl of ramen, some spice. So it's not just snacks, obviously. There's snacks, but there's also drinks, as we've just mentioned. And this has got Pirukara spicy ramen as well. So that would be this large box here. Spicy ramen to enjoy at some point. This looks like it should be pretty nice. It depends how spicy. I'm not the best with completely spicy things, but it's nice to try something different, which I suppose is what these boxes give you. They give you the opportunity to try something that's maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone. I'm not really sure if you agree, but I think that's what it's like, really. You know, it's quite different. These things can be, so maybe it's nice to try the odd thing. And then again, I've had these a few times in Japan, although not really Sakura ones, but these are one of the best names things if you're a Westerner. These are Japan's really famous cream colons. So these are really nice as well. They're just like a lovely little sweet. They're just really nice to have, so that's a great thing to have. Really happy with them. Let's have a see what else is happening in here. Oh, they've got a nice section about Hanami do's and don'ts, and some great places to view Hanami as well. Best spots, so if you are going to Japan as well, great ideas of where to view them. Some in Tokyo, some in Osaka, etc. Some in other places around Japan. That seems pretty handy. Organic premium chocolate, sour paper candy colas. There's absolutely loads of things. Oh, there you go. There's the cider. So strawberry king cider. Grab a bottle opener and pop open this refreshing sakura coloured strawberry soda. How nice. Oh, so it'll be strawberry. That's good then, because it's actually not. In fact, it's got a strawberry on it. Was I blind? I must have been quite blind. I don't know if you can see there. There's a little strawberry on the side. There, Ichigo. But yeah, how nice. So these boxes are absolutely crammed full of, gosh, pretty much. Well, I mean, look, I mean, you've seen the box yourself, haven't you? How much stuff's in here? And there's more things we've not yet seen, more things we've not even looked at, even more in here. Ooh. Stuff here at the back, more and more and more. Cola candies, sour pepper. Oh, it'll be like that long, thin sour pepper stuff. Oof, that's certainly an acquired taste. So yeah, you know, as I said before, really, it's really difficult to get to Japan at the moment in time. It's incredibly expensive. Yes, the yen is incredibly good, which is fantastic for us, but then that is completely negated by the fact that everything, just getting to Japan and accommodation is incredibly expensive. For me, I travel with myself, my wife and my 2 daughters, so there's now 4 of us, so everything is quadruple anyway. So in the last few years, I've been feeling my addiction with Japan, as we've just been saying with some of these Tokyo treat boxes. Everyone that I've had has been really good so far, and they've been kind enough to send something here to help me promote effectively through Facebook. So hope you guys like these. I think they're absolutely fantastic, so please try them. There should be a link in the description of both the YouTube and the Facebook video, so if you see those, please click on that. It just helps them show that people have seen these boxes on my stream, but that's completely up to you. That'd be really nice. So thanks. That ends the Tokyo treats side of things, although I am going to have another one of those peach Kit Kats in a moment. But let's talk about me. You guys have been asking about me as well. So what's happening Japan-wise? What's happening and where are we going? So yes, it's the 28th we're going. Now, I've had an absolute nightmare with flights, to be brutally honest, which is another reason why it's difficult to get in and out of Japan at the moment in time. But yeah, flights-wise, my flights have been changed 3 times now, which has just been absolutely crazy. We originally booked to go on Sunday the 1st, then it changed, sorry, Saturday the 1st I think it is, then that changed to Friday, and then we bought a lot of hotels because we'd have to stay overnight. Then that's been changed again to the 28th now, but we've managed to argue some better flights and things, so it's probably turned out for the best, to be honest. I'm now going to Japan for 3 weeks, which is something I would never have planned. Yeah, Sakura's in full flow at the moment, Nathan, that's completely right. So full bloom is unbelievably early. I'm hoping if it's 3 days time, which will be 21st, and they'll last about a week, which will be 28th, 29th roughly, and that's the day I land. So I'm hoping I just catch a bit of cherry blossoms. It's completely been a carry-on, Craig, you're 100% right. But I've got to the point now where I'm basically checking it every single day just to make sure the flights haven't changed, but they're not doing. We've had to find additional accommodation and everything else, additional Wi-Fi, we've had to change a lot of visa stuff and everything else because obviously all that's based on that. I think we'll just catch the Sakura snow as well, that's completely right, Nathan, that's a good point. One thing to mention is if we don't catch the Sakura in Tokyo, we do have Japan rail passes, which we've bought in advance, so we could head up north to Sendai, Aomori, something like that, and just have a look and see what's up there. The further north you go, the more delayed the Sakura is, as it's colder the further north you go. I know that as a northerner in the UK, it's certainly cold the further north you go. So yeah, it's going pretty well, I think. So I think we'll be okay either way. We'll see some cherry blossoms. Kyoto is a little bit after Tokyo as well, and we are going to Kyoto on our trip. Luckily we're quite flexible, so it's not too bad. Craig, you're quite lucky because you travel alone. Dates are flexible, don't need hotels. Yeah, exactly. So for us traveling with children, it's a little bit more awkward. We'll see how things go. So yeah, let's see how things go. So yeah, I think I'll be fine in terms of the Japan trip. Everything's pretty much planned. Everything's pretty much sorted. Everything's booked and paid for now. So it's just I've got to go. I've got to get up and go to Japan. So we're counting down the days. In fact, I have a nice little reminder here on the phone, which says like number of days. You probably won't be able to see very well, but yeah, number of days, 10 days there. I knew it wouldn't focus. Well, obviously, why would it focus? That would be too handy if it would actually focus. But yeah, so there you go. It's pretty interesting, really. Yeah, so that's it, really, guys. I just wanted to quickly do the Tokyo treat post. Quick update on me. I'm completely ready to go. We're just discussing things about cases, but I have 1 week left in work, and then that's it. 1 week and 1 day, actually. I'm in there all next week. Well, I work from home, but I'm working all next week, and then on Monday I'm working, and then after that, that's it. It's holiday time. Absolutely holiday time. It's gonna be great, don't worry. Ninja Monkey said, places like Nico might be good. Sendai is an easy trip, and you'll proper catch them there. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that. To be honest, the stuff I've seen from like Sharla and Chris and other YouTubers which are further up north, the Sakura's always seem very good there and quite quiet as well. And I don't really like huge crowds. I don't really mind Japanese crowds because everyone's relatively polite, but crowds of people from my own country I seem to struggle with. But yeah, unless it's at the football match, then that's generally okay. Craig said it's starting to warm up in Japan now. Should be quite comfortable when you're there. Yeah, I think so. That's one thing we were maybe a little bit concerned about, Craig, purely because when we go, we generally go at the end of May, end of May into early June. So
before the rainy season, after all the crowds of cherry blossoms, etc., and after Golden Week. It's like a really good sweet spot at the end of May. It's nice and warm, the crowds are relatively low, everything just seems to hit really well. It's not too rainy either, so we're a little bit concerned about going earlier on, not going too late. Purely because it was going to be a bit cold, although I'm used to the cold weather because I'm from the north. So yeah, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, now it's even warmer than it usually is. It should mean everything else is okay. So yeah, you're welcome for showing the treats, Nathan. Don't worry about that, it should be fine. Plus, Craig, if it gets too cold, we can always buy another jacket or something else. It's not as if we're going to the back of beyond, is it? It's Tokyo, so we're not really going to struggle to find pretty much anything. What can you not buy in Tokyo? So I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. Really looking forward to going to Kyoto. I'm not so sure about Osaka a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's more of like an adult. It feels like more of an adult city from the outside. I'll see what it feels like once I'm there. But looking forward to trying some new food and stuff. It's apparently the kitchen of Japan, so that should be quite interesting. Looking forward to seeing Osaka Castle, although apparently it's not the greatest inside, but the surrounding gardens and things look really, really nice. Super looking forward to going to Nara. That should be quite interesting. May bump into Leto if he's there. Let's see how that goes. May bump into other people as well while we're there, so we'll see how that goes. There's a few other people who said they want to meet up, but we'll see how well that goes. I will be streaming whilst I'm in Japan, but not too much as it's a family holiday, so don't really want to, don't want to get the children on stream or anything else, so it'll only be when I have the opportunity to be separate from them and maybe do a little bit of streaming somewhere else. Ninja Monkey says Osaka will be great too, but Kyoto, loads to see. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, reading things like Memoirs of a Geisha and stuff, all of Japanese history and things, Kyoto's obviously always the focal point for most of those things. So I've probably always wanted to go to Kyoto, but I've kind of just fell for Tokyo a little bit the few times I've been. So I'm really looking forward to a different environment, different change of pace. We're staying right on the edge of Gion, so we should be relatively well located from what I can see. It seems like we should be in the right place. So it'll be a different atmosphere and a different vibe, I'm sure, but I'm sure it's Japan, isn't it? So I'm sure it'll be fine. And now we're there for an extended period of time, we may do a few more trips out, especially because we have the Japan rail passes. So we talked about things like Kamakura, we talked about Hiroshima, but I'm not actually sure if we want to go to Hiroshima. I'm not sure how I feel about it. And other places as well. Philosopher's Path would be wonderful with the Sakura, but I'm not sure if we'll hit that in time. But let's just see how things go. We have the opportunity now to have a base in a few of these cities, and then just try and do whatever we feel is right at the time. Tokyo's changed a wee bit since you were last there. Yeah, I was thinking that, Craig. I mean, from the first time I went, which was 2015? Yeah, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, to like the last time I went, which was 2019. It had changed a bit already. A lot more foreign tourists had turned up. Like cashiers in things like 7-Elevens were no longer Japanese. There were quite often there were foreign nationals. A lot of things had changed already. Tokyo is one of those cities that seems to evolve in some areas and then stay still in others. So I'm not too worried about that. I think for us for me and my wife there'll be quite a lot of repetition this holiday, purely because it's the first time we've taken the children and we want them to see all the usual sights, if that makes sense. Places like Harajuku, Eiji-Jingu, all your standard touristy stuff. But then we're still going to try and drag them away to a few places where we haven't been or we haven't seen yet. I'm sure it'll be fine anyway. I'm certainly not worried about Tokyo. I'm a little bit apprehensive about catching the bullet trains and things, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Because I've only seen bullet trains, I've never been on one before. But I've ridden like a million different trains within Tokyo, of course, and monorails and all sorts of things. Quite looking forward. We've booked a few things as well. So we've booked Team Lab. So Team Lab Planets this time, isn't it? Because we've been to Borderless, which was in Odaiba. So now we've done Team Lab Planets. So that should be okay. And we've booked a few other bits and bobs as well, a few more excursions. Pokemon Cafe. I mean, to be honest, I've always wanted to go since I knew it existed, and thought it'd be a nice thing to take the children to. And we've done that on one of the days where we change over accommodation, so it'll help to kill a few hours in between having to be out of one accommodation and be in the new one, if that makes sense. And that's a knock-on effect of the flight again. One of the flight's many changes. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. There's a million and one things to do in Tokyo, so I'm not really worried about that. So yeah, I mean, it's not long to go now. I'm starting to allow myself to get a little bit excited about it, you know, a little bit like, oh, it's coming, it's on its way. It's not really felt like it has for a while, you know, because we've already had one completely cancelled holiday to Japan, and since the flights have been absolutely crazy, messing about and stuff, it's all been a bit weird. So I probably won't feel like I'm absolutely going until maybe the day of the flight. When I've done it in the past, I've not even felt like I've been going to Japan when I've done my first connecting flight, because you can't fly direct from where I am in the UK. You need a connecting flight. But then what happens is, you know, you get to Helsinki or Copenhagen or London or something else, and you then prepare to board the large plane to Japan, you know, the proper, your 787s, your A350s or whatever that type of plane it is, depending on which way you're going. And what I always notice is when you get to the gate at the terminal where you board the plane, you suddenly realise that the people around you are no longer as mixed as they were. A lot of people are quite Japanese, like, hold on, we're suddenly surrounded by a lot of Japanese people here, and then I start to get excited, like, yes, you know what, it feels like I'm almost at Japan, if that makes sense. The fun starts there. And there's always some interesting, you know, food on the planes. There's generally, I've never been on a flight to Japan, you know, the big plane at least, so the direct flight to Japan that hasn't offered some form of Japanese food. So the question is, do you start a Japanese menu straight away? Do you go in deep and, yes, I'll have the Japanese menu on the plane, please? Or do you stick to the Western one because it'll be your last taste of Western food? But then again, in Tokyo, like we said, it's not going to be difficult to find Western food anywhere. The kids are really looking forward to it. You know, trying some different foods and things and experiencing a different culture, and I'm sure they'll absolutely love it. They're quite happy they're having to miss a few days of school now as well, thanks to the flight change. So every cloud. So yeah, you know, obviously the wife's really looking forward to it. Me and Michaela are both Japan mad, as most of you probably know. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're really getting excited now. Turkish Airlines isn't too Japanese. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes, Nathan. We're so fortunate with those flights we've managed to get now, so it should be good. Alminox is here as well. A familiar face from home is streaming at a time I can join. Whee! Yeah, but I'm kind of closing the stream down, Alminox. You've come too late, buddy. What happened, bro? I don't know why, but Nathan mentioned he didn't get any notifications either, so I can look into that. But we've been looking at some Tokyo treats related items and things, Alminox, some nice sweets that have been pretty interesting. Could I interest you in a cream to call on? But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts really about what's happening in Japan and mention to you guys about Tokyo treats. Do you like my little display? It's normally full of crud, so I put a few things up here. Look, my most prized possession. Yeah, my naughty line money box. Yeah, my naughty line money box, everyone. How exciting. But it's nice to see you, Almanox. Hope you're doing well. Almanox, have you decided what you're doing? You know, is it time to learn some Hindi, etc., or whatever you're going to be learning, or are you staying put? See how it goes. But yeah, listen, I'm not in Japan right now, unfortunately not. If only I wish I was. But it won't be long, Alminox. It's 10, well, less than 10 days now. 28th I fly, which is 10 days from now. So, and then the day after is when I land, obviously, thanks to me travelling east and travelling for 15 hours. Oh, one thing to mention is, been worrying about what to do on the flight for 15 hours. It's 4 hours to Turkey and then 11 from Turkey to Tokyo. I don't know what to do. And I was watching YouTube the other day, and they had Tokidoki Emma on there. If you know Tokidoki Emma from, most people know who she is, but she's like a YouTuber that lives in Japan. But Tokidoki Emma was playing on a Nintendo Switch, and I have a Nintendo Switch, but she was playing N64 games. I was like, ooh, how have you managed to do that? And basically, you can play Nintendo 64 games on Nintendo Switch now if you buy like a subscription to your Nintendo Switch. So I thought, I've got 15 hours of flights there, I'm going to have at least 15 hours of flights back, and time in the terminals and things as well. Why not download some Nintendo 64 games from my past and absolutely crush Ocarina of Time or something on those lines whilst I'm in the air? So that's the plan. I'm going to just smash, like a hyper weeb that I am. I'm gonna, whilst traveling to Japan, I'm gonna be playing video games on my Nintendo Switch, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be a good way of passing time, and then hopefully the plan on the big plane is actually to try and sleep quite a bit, because we've got some beds and things, lie-flat beds, so try and sleep as much as we can and adjust to the Japanese time scale effectively. Last of Us, yeah. Oh, you are doing to India. Okay. Well, good luck with that, Alan. Keep in touch. Maybe you're travelling, you're moving west here slightly, so slightly better for stream times and things, I suppose. Maybe 1 or 2 hours, depending on how far you actually move. Maybe 3 hours. So hopefully you'll be more available for streams and stuff as well in the future. You suggested watching The Last of Us. The HBO series is amazing. Yeah, I think is it on Netflix? The Last of Us here in the UK. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, so if that's the case, I could just download some of those as well. But I do plan to get some shut eye. I need to get some sleep and try and reset. Our big flight from Turkey to Japan, it'll feel like midnight for me when I get on the plane. So chances are I'd like to have a little bit of something to eat and then just try and crash for a bit. And then that means I should be reset to Japan time already, which should be absolutely fantastic in terms of jet lag and things. 3.5 hours closer, yeah, there you go. So yeah, it should be much better in terms of streaming times there. You may be able to catch a Ninja Monkey stream on a Sunday. So yeah, that was the brief update, etc. Thanks to everybody for joining in and stuff. Thanks to everybody for all your kind words in the chat. It's been very nice of you all. I know I'm not the best at the streaming malarkey, but I'm trying to make sure it's getting through okay. I will try and stream whilst I'm in Japan, so that should be fun. I may try and do another quick stream before I go, but see how that goes. But yeah, that's about it, I think. So just want to say thanks very much. Don't forget, if you wish to buy some of these lovely Tokyo treats, there is a link in the description for, in the video description here, so please check that out if you wish, but obviously no pressure from me. Watching Nathan again would be nice. Yeah, it is. I need that sarcasm back, Almanax. I need that sarcastic help. So I mean, although we are doing it on Lito's streams, aren't we as well? So we're kind of doing it anyway. But yeah, it'd be fun to have that help in Jumanji stream as well. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's everything. Buy some Choco Treat if you'd like. If not, please keep following and stuff. Thanks very much for following anyway. And I'll share more and more Japanese stuff as I get there. It'll be much more than one post a day like it is now, I can tell you that for free. I'm not going to spam Facebook, but I'll put them on there for people to view if they wish. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I can't actually go crazy on Facebook in terms of just posting a million things a day, because that's what Facebook will expect from then on. And once I return, I'll be dropping back to normal speed again. So yeah, till 10 days time, I'll be setting off to Japan. I'll be there for 3 weeks. Don't know if Lito's Lou translated the new stream. Maybe not. Maybe it's a slightly different vibe, Almanax, the 2 streams. But Lito loves it. So yeah, so I'll be in Japan in 10 days time. I'll be there for 3 weeks, posting something every single day. If you'd like Tokyo Treat stuff, please try use my link. That's completely up to you. Thanks Tokyo Treat for sending me this box. Much appreciated. I shall be snaffling. I don't know if you're familiar with the word snaffle, but I shall be snaffling all these things later on today. See how they go. I'm bringing Japan to me before I bring myself to Japan. So yeah, there we go. Listen, thanks very much, guys. I'm going to have to let you go, but it's been nice catching up to you all. I will try and do an additional stream before I go to Japan, but if not, my next one will be in the land of the rising sun. which feels so crazy to say. So yeah, good. Speak to you later, everybody. Thanks very much. Much love. Bye bye.